Products don't make money. Product ecosystems make money. That is why we have the architecture of the ascending transaction model, from gifts that are designed to capture people's attention and generate leads, to prospects for prospects that are designed to turn those into hot leads, to your core business, which is designed to generate the revenue and transform people from where they are to where they want to be. It's what we call a complete and remarkable solution. The biggest businesses in the world use these architectures. They surround their core product with all these other assets, ergo products, that each solve different purposes: to capture attention, to build trust, etc. We call them gifts, product for prospects, and a core product. Influence follows assets. It's not about your skill set. It's not about running around working harder. And if any of you are feeling overwhelmed, remember, all stress, frustrations, and bottlenecks can be traced back to an asset deficiency. So overwhelm is a really good opportunity to look at your to-do list and go, I'm doing too much stuff and I'm not building enough stuff that's going to solve these problems. And if you are feeling overwhelmed and you are putting a prioritization on building all the assets, awesome. That is the nature of the game. I don't know anybody in my world, in my orbit, that I would consider successful in life and in business that hasn't become overwhelmed at stages of going through their journey. This stuff just doesn't happen easily, which is, of course, why we're here pushing. The wealthy make their money from a return on assets. The poor make their money on a return on labor. And there's this big spectrum in the middle, and we're all on that spectrum somewhere. Now, this isn't politically correct by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also really hard to argue with. And the normal paradigm is, well, I need to apply my labor until I can afford enough assets in terms of properties and shares, etc., to be able to provide me with the income that I need. But keep in mind, the most valuable assets on the Australian Stock Exchange, or any stock exchange in the world right now, are IP assets, which means creations of the mind, which means stuff you come up with in your head. When it's packaged and deployed and applied right, and you sweat the asset correctly for a very, very small amount of money, you can get an order of magnitude return on your investment. There's no other asset category, not shares, not property, not anything, unless you're in like hyper speculation land. There's no other asset category where you can consistently get 10, 20, 30 times returns off an incredibly small investment, and that you're in control of those yields. And that's what happens when we start building out all these assets that we're talking about as part of the KPI journey.